All right, let's identify the x-intercepts, y-intercept, axis of symmetry, and vertex. Let's start with the vertex. The vertex is on a parabola. It's either that bottom point or it's the top point, right? It's that point where it turns. So in this case, this point right here is the vertex. So for E, vertex. And let's just work our way backwards. Axis of symmetry is the line down the middle of a parabola that splits it in half. Okay, that line goes through the vertex. Okay, in this case, this is the axis of symmetry right here, and that axis of symmetry is B. The x-intercepts are where the parabola touches the x-axis. This is the x-axis, so the x-intercepts are here, right? This is x-intercept and x-intercept. So x-intercept and x-intercept. And then C is where the parabola touches the y-axis. So here's the y-axis, and here is where the parabola touches right here at C. That's the y-intercept. All right, so let's get a little bit more specific here. Let's talk x-intercepts first this time. Here's the x-axis. So the x-intercepts are here and here. So the left x-intercept is this point right here, and that point is -2, 0. Right? It's always going to be a 0 here because I think that's the only way that it's going to land on that x-axis. The right x-intercept is this point right here, which is 4, 0. The y-intercept is where the parabola hits the y-axis, which is this point right here. This is the y. And that point is an x value of 0, right? Here's the value on the x-axis, 0, and a y value of 8. The axis of symmetry is right here. It's down the middle. How did I find it? I just looked at it. Right? I just looked at it. I can see that the vertex is right here. I can just see it. The axis of symmetry is right here. Okay, so the axis of symmetry is always x equals, you have to make sure you type the x equals, okay, x equals 1 in this case, right? How did I know it was 1? I just looked what x value it ran through. The vertex is this point right here. Remember, x value, then y value. So x value is 1, y value is 9. In this case, the vertex is a maximum, right? When it's like this and the vertex sits at the top of the parabola, that's a maximum. If it looked like this and the vertex was at the bottom of a parabola, that would be the minimum. Okay? The domain, this parabola goes on forever and ever and ever to the right and forever and ever and ever to the left. So the domain is all real numbers. This covers all the x values all along this line. For the range, I'm looking at y value. So I'm only looking at these numbers, and I'm asking, where does the graph start? And which direction does it go? And it starts at 9, right? It starts at this y value of 9. So look, I'm going to write y, I'm going to write 9. And it goes down, right? It starts at 9, and it goes in the downward direction, and so the y values are 9, and all the numbers less than 9. And so I'm going to say it could be equal to 9, or it could be less than 9. Okay, and remember, this is the less than, and this is the greater than, and you could just remember that the less than looks like an L, right? It's an easy way to remember. All right, you're going to flip over and try, pretty similar problems on the back just to give yourself a chance to process all that vocab.